Hey there guys, I'm HelloJapan, and welcome to God of War Chains of Olympus. Part of, well, one of the two games that's part of the God of War Origins collection. Very, very good bundle. Sorry, I was adjusting my audio there. Very good bundle that you can find for the PlayStation 3. Originally, both of these games were created for the PSP, and now they've been up-resed and all around redone for the PS3 console release. Now, I believe these games... Oh, when did this bundle come out? 2011? 2011 or so? 2010... no? Might have been 2011. Maybe it may have been 2012, I'm not sure. But it was a couple of years ago that these came out. And... or that the re-releases came out. And they were fun. On the PSP, I only ever played Chains of Olympus. I never played Ghost of Sparta on my PSP. And when I did play Chains of Olympus, it was a lot of fun. I really did enjoy the game. Very short. It's the shortest God of War game that they have. Unless that old mobile phone game, God of War Betrayal, I think it's called. Betrayal, something like that. Unless that's shorter, which I would imagine, so it's only a cell phone game. I mean, like old school, like flip phone, cell phone game. That's what I mean. I don't mean smartphone. Old school, kiddies. My first phone, old. Well, yeah, no, it was. These two games supposed to be very, very good. I have played through Chains of Olympus. Actually, no, I have not on the console. I haven't played it all the way through, so I won't get trophies for the first probably hour or so. And then I'll start getting trophies more so towards the end because I never finished it. But like I said, I did finish it on PSP, but never touched Ghost of Sparta. So, I actually just wrapped up recording God of War 2, and I was like sitting here looking at the games. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to jump right into Chains of Olympus. If I don't sit down and finish this in the next 2 days or so, so be it. I'm ahead as it is in terms of recording content, so you guys will have plenty of stuff to watch. That shouldn't be a worry. It's just more so for me keeping my sanity, not constantly recording. That's that's the biggest part. But anyway, yeah, let's get into it, guys. And one quick more note before we get started. For some reason, these two games have been completely redone in 1080p. However, sorry, I'm constantly adjusting this thing. I don't know what level to set it at. Come here, Mike. These two games have been completely redone in 1080p. You can play 1080p, all that fun stuff. But God of War 1 and 2 were only 720p. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm going to be recording in 1080p, and because of this, it will be capturing at 30 frames per second. Now, granted, YouTube only, you can only upload 30 frames per second on YouTube. Or YouTube's playback is only 30 frames per second, so it's not a big deal. But that's that. Yeah, so anyway, let's get into it. Enough delay. It's already been like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, so let's get started. I always draw out my intros way too long. I'm sorry about that. I've always had a problem with that. No, we want the full screen. Yes. Okay, let's go to the options real quick. Subtitles, fuck yes, they have subtitles. Awesome. Graphics options. Oh. I was like, what in the world? So that's cool. Yeah, finally, subtitles. Hey, you don't have to worry about the game audio being perfect. Treasures, we don't have any. Oh? Oh, I don't have any of the Challenge of Hades unlocked. Anyway, yeah, cool. So, want to get started? Yeah, how about we get started? So far as as far as I can tell right now, the font and the logo there look pretty nice. But Kratos himself, you can tell it's a PSP up-res, but that's whatever. Okay, let's get into it, guys. Enough delay. We'll be playing on normal mode again because that's what I play on.
Suffering for years, Kratos, the once great general, now known as the Ghost of Sparta, had pledged himself as a champion to the gods of Olympus. In return, he hoped only to rid himself of the nightmares that haunted him for far too long. But for now, his only respite, his only relief from the sins of his past, was found in the heat of battle. And on this day, Kratos had been called upon by the gods to confront an unthinkable evil, unleashed on the city of Attica by the invading Persian army.
So this game actually is a prequel. I believe it's a prequel to the first and second. And I think that later on when we... Yeah, okay, tutorial stuff, hang on. So, let me explain all the controls right now. Move with the left analog stick, you dodge with the right. Heavy attacks are with the triangle button. The light attacks with square, grabs are with circle. L1 blocks. I don't know if you'll be able to block in this game, I don't remember. L2 does like a modifier, and because it was being played on a PSP originally, the controls might be a little bit different. So take a look. Dodge is with the right analog stick. L1 is to block. R2 is also to block, or L2 is also to block. Okay. Well, anyway, what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, I don't know the exact order of the series. I do know, however, that the most recent game, Ascension, is the earliest in the timeline. No, but I think this one, in terms of how the games go in order, I think it's God of War Ascension, Chains of Olympus, 1, Ghost of Sparta, 2, and then 3. Because 2 and 3 are direct sequels. But I know Ghost of Sparta and Chains of Olympus they're prequels somehow. They're not, and that's the thing. I don't exactly know. It's the, excuse me, man. Oh, it just had some water. It's been a long time since I've really looked at the timeline. I look at it, you know, whenever I'm like, oh, maybe I should record this. And a long time ago, I used to look at it all the time just to make sure what games I would play in what order. But then I decided just to do it chronologically in terms of when they were released. It's a whole lot easier. Okay, I'm very finicky. If I don't get my audio levels right, and it really bugs me. But one thing, what I'm doing right now, is I'm actually, I use 2 mics, is what I use. So I use one mic. Well, one mic is meant for live streams, and it uses my soundboard mixer to bring all the audio together, so I can adjust it during live streams. But then my other mic is just my regular USB mic that I use to do most of my commentary with. So what I do is I listen to my voice when I actually talk, so I can hear myself and gauge how loud I am and how obnoxious I'm being. So I don't know why, but after I turn on this game, my audio levels got reset, so I have to readjust everything, which is annoying. Because I've had them set for like probably like 3-4 months, and I hate having to readjust all my audio. For anyone who does videos, you know how annoying it is when you have something set up just the way you like, and then it readjusts itself. It's frustrating. Oh, so right here we have a chest throughout the game. Chests can contain various things depending on the color of the chest, like it is here. Green chests contain health. Blue, which we will get later, contain magic. Red chests contain experience, which we have just below our blade in the top left there. 286 is how much experience we have currently, and you get to gain experience, like I said, either by those chests or by killing enemies, which is how we've received it now. And then there's also gray chests, which contain items, which I believe this game has. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it does. I wouldn't see why it wouldn't. But they contain, gray chests contain items that can increase your health and your magic after you've collected enough of them. Am I missing anything else? Exit to jump? I don't think so. So let's have some fun. So if anyone remembers the very first game, you actually were thrown into a battle, just similar to this, and then you had to fight someone. Look who we have to fight. It's not him. It's that guy. Look at that thing. What is that? What is that thing even supposed to be? Oh, it's awesome, though. Come here, you jerk. Yes, and dodging will be your best friend in this game. Evade. Press left analog stick in the direction you wish to roll while holding... Oh, so you can actually choose... See, I never did that. You can actually choose which direction you want to go. I always just dodge. It usually works. Whatever you guys prefer, though. So I guess that's I guess that works. There's a little more to it. So you can just do that. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it is easier just to do the other way. And you can get out of pretty much most combat situations if you have a good dodge, which is a good thing to know. There you go. Come here, you jerk. Press circle to initiate the mini-game when it appears above an enemy's head. And whenever I say prompt, like, I'm saying, the button prompt. That's what I mean. I mean just the button prompt that pops up. A lot of people say different things for it, but I always just say prompt. So if I'm saying a word and you don't know what it means, it's probably just that's what I'm saying. So, here we go. Oh, I remember this like it was yesterday. And it wasn't. It was just like... How many years ago? This game came out, I think, 2007? Yeah, it was a pretty old game. I played it in 2007, too. A fun game, though. Oh, God. And that's the thing about Kratos, is like, at this point, he's not a god yet. But he can still do these crazy superhuman feats, like picking that giant pole, like picking that giant thing up. And that's what it looks like when you open a chest. Pretty generic. It's cool, though. Cool nonetheless. And spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched my Let's Play of God of War 2, I'm going to be talking about the older games that I played up to this point just because I will have assumed that you've watched them, or at least, you know, played them by now. And the game's how old, so, you know, whatever. But at the very end of God of War 2, when we went to fight Zeus, he picked up the giant... Oh, and don't be concerned. I will never talk about a future God of War game that I know something about. I'll never do that. But in the previous game, God of War 2, at the end of it, Kratos had to take out Zeus. And one of the things he did was he actually took a giant column, a giant stone column, and beat Zeus's ass with it. He just picked it up, goosh, and dropped it on him. So perfect, man. I loved it. Ridiculous again, but it's so satisfying. So incredibly satisfying. Okay, hang on. Let me adjust this again. Oh, back up, Mike. Yep. Sorry for anyone who's named Mike. Okay, you remember what I was talking about. This is a red chest. You'll find them pretty common. They're pretty common throughout the game. And what do you use experience orbs for? I'll show you. So if you go to press start, you'll pull up this menu here where you'll have various items. This is pretty standard throughout the whole series. They really don't change this because if it's not broke, don't fix it. So as you can see here, we'll get several items through the game. Right now we have the Blades of Chaos, which were the blades that we obtained from Ares. So that is proof that this game is before the first game. So you can use your orbs. As you see there, it says we have 527. You need 2,650 to upgrade this weapon, this item, the Blades of Chaos, to the next level. So obviously we don't have enough, so I'm not even going to worry about pouring any experience into that. And then here we go. Here is a regular gray chest, as I said. Let's go ahead and open this. It has a Gorgon Eye. So you need to collect 4 more to increase your overall health. Now I'm hoping So I don't want to be wrong, but I'm hoping that this game actually has phoenix feathers, because if that's the case, you collect phoenix feathers to increase your magic. But they're pretty good about not changing it. I think they changed it in the third one. Again, that's not plot, so it doesn't matter. But I think so. I don't know. It's not a big deal. Anyway, this right here is a save spot. So we're gonna go and save. Oh, thank you. It's a regular PlayStation saving thing. Because in the first two games, the first two HD remakes, the first game, it gave you 3 save spots, I think. And then the second game gave you like 10. But this one, you can just have almost unlimited. I mean, it's a decent amount. It eventually cut you off, because I actually ran into that when I was playing Ratchet and Clank. It cut you off. Didn't let you save any more save spots, because what I do is every session I create a new save, just so I don't actually lose any footage. So if I do lose footage, I mean, I can go back and just play the same session again. But anyway, enough about that. Let's just play the game and have some fun. I think intro stuff is pretty much out of the way. Sorry, I tend to blabber on a lot at the beginning of my videos, or my beginning of my series. So sorry about that. But I like to get everything out on the table and, you know, get everything laid out. Oh, we haven't done a grab attack yet. Oh. Hi. Are you gonna try and kill me? And you can break crates and barrels and things to get items. Please don't kill me. Come here. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's the satisfying boop isn't there. And anyone who's not familiar with my boop, what it is just Kratos ripping someone in half. And I always say boop whenever he rips someone in half. Okay, I'm not going to use that yet. I think I'm going to be actually, no. Hang on. Let's go ahead and use it. Turning cranks. Press circle. And press circle. And move the analog stick. Yeah, see, he's gonna be interrupted. Dicks. Get out of here. I think they eventually stop spawning. Maybe. I think they do come out, though. I guess they don't spawn. Huh. Nope, there they are. See you later. Nice. Yeah, I remember this first area. Maybe it's because, like I said, I played this, you know, not too long ago. Well, probably about a year ago I started trying to make a Let's Play of this, and then I just kind of fell apart. Yeah, as those of you who make videos know, or walkthroughs, or even just, you know, short little sketches on YouTube. Occasionally you make videos and they don't work out, and they just fall apart. That, you know, happens with me with this game. But I was actually starting with this before Ascension was out, and then when Ascension did when God of War Ascension did come out, I actually tried to do that game. And it just didn't work, because I don't know why, it just didn't. And, but now it actually worked. So, I'm playing through the series now. So. One thing I've always wanted to do with my Let's Plays is play through the God of War games. It's been a staple in my gaming heritage? Gaming history, I guess is a good word to say. Always loved them. They've been like a son to me. And ladders are pretty self-explanatory. You just press X and climb up on it. Except I don't know how to get off. How do I get off it? No, get off the ladder, Kratos. Circle X. There we go. I did something. Hang on, what did I do? I don't know what I did. I did something there. Okay, well I'm pressing like a bunch of buttons and something's happening, so I'll take it. And I got off because I wanted to grab this chest. Another Gorgon Eye. That's really quick. I forgot how short this game was. Because in the first game, at this point, you wouldn't even been close to having your first Gorgon Eye. It's been like, what? Just under 20 minutes. 2 Gorgon Eyes already. That's freaking crazy, man. I'll take it, though, you know? I don't really mind too much. Yeah, for anyone who's, you know, very well versed in Greek mythos, what is that thing? Because I've asked a couple people before, you know, along my way, my LPs, like, hey, what is this thing? Is this a Greek Greek mythology creature, or am I just, is it just something that looks a little bit different? And people have replied. Well, one person so far has replied, but yeah, it's I'm curious to see if that's actually something. Whoa! And if you fall, just repeatedly press X. Because I feel like it's something I should know, but I don't. At the same time, I don't think so. If I'm not mistaken, I think the first boss fight's right here. Excluding that guy out there.
What evil have you wrought on this city, Persian? Evil? It is not evil that I bring, Spartan. I bring the might of Persia and the sacrament of purification. As we speak, my basilisk cleanses this land so that it may embrace the glory of the Persian Empire.
It's a basilisk.
Olympus has sent a message, and I am here to deliver it.
Oh, fuck me.
Then you are just a messenger. So take this message back to your little gods. It will take more than a pathetic Spartan to stop the power of the Empire.
I might actually edit that audio out, because during that I said, oh, there's a basilisk. But I was adjusting my mic and I ended up bumping it against my other mic. It made a really loud clang. Because my one mic I use for recording, the USB mic, is actually on a boom arm. And I just moved it around to try and get a better angle near my mouth. And it just bumped into my one that's standing on my desk. Whoa, get out of there. I remember, for some reason, this guy was so difficult when I first played the game. Maybe it's because I've been playing God of War, so much recently that I've just used to the combat and I've gotten pretty good at it. I'm guessing it could be. Maybe not that good. I just got my ass beat in the ground. Whoa. Ow.
Please, spare my life, and I will give you all that you ask. You have nothing I want, Persian. Take my kingdom, my women, my gold. I won't take your riches, but I will take your life.
I love that line. I don't know what's... It's just such a good line. It's so Kratos, man. Awesome. You've acquired the Efreet. I think that's how you pronounce it. Basically, it was that same thing that he did a minute ago, which is our first magic ability. So, woo! The Efreet, while holding R1, press triangle to activate the demon. Activate Demon Fury. Let's give it a test run here. Oh, look at that! Nice. Oh, yeah, blue orbs restore magic, and that's why I said blue chests contain magic. That's what they do. Oh, so cool, man. I love it. Love it. Is that it? There we go. Hey there, ladies. In good old God of War fashion, you need the sex minigame.
Is there anything we can do to repay you?
There's like nothing to censor here. They got Barbie boobs, they got little flat nipples, but that's all they have. The freaking candle wax, man. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's new. Oh, dicks. Stop your bitching. Hang on. I came a little too fast. Just give me a minute. There we go. Hey, no problem.